The emergency alert system has been activated. All broadcast and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular program at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air. If you are not in this local area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system. Do not use your telephone. The telephone lines should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated.
Hello, citizens of the world. We are anonymous.
Hello friends and family, corruption is all around us, in many ways, shapes, and forms. Today our focus is on corruption in Van Wert County, Ohio. On 1/13/2015, Rev Harding was falsely accused of domestic violence. After the supposed altercation, the petitioner stayed in the home in excess of 2 hours before calling police. Upon arrival, the police found no evidence of any violence on her or in the dwelling. However, Rev Harding did have marks from where she had hit him. Rev Harding was then arrested for domestic violence on basis of one person's word and no evidence. Upon bonding out, he returned to court on 1/21/2015, where the judge granted access to the property in whole. Upon arrival, Officer Corey Reindl, badge number 530, did not enforce the judge's orders and demand that Rev Harding be allowed to enter the residence to retrieve his property. The officer allowed the petitioner to ignore the court order. Immediately following this, Rev Harding was told by his representative and the prosecutor. The prosecutor, Charles F. Kennedy, 101 East Main, St. Van Wert, Ohio, phone 419-238-0272, also shares the same building as the judge presiding over the case, that he was not allowed to be at the grand jury and that he would be indicted. If he showed up at the hearing, he would be arrested, thus violating the right to be heard before a jury of his peers. The judge presiding over the case, Judge Martin S.D. Birchfield, located at 101 East Main, St. Van Wert, Ohio, was hired by Rev Harding for a previous criminal case when the judge was an attorney, thus now becoming a conflict of interest. To sum it up, Rev Harding has been stripped of the due process of law and has been found guilty and has to prove his innocence in this county. We ask all anonymous to stand and be heard, and ask that no indictment be handed down from the grand jury, and that the judge be removed from the case for conflict of interest on February 6th at Van Wert County, Ohio, 8 m. and Lecter.